a page is sandboxed by Google, do you still go ahead with building links to it and supporting content internally linking to it, or let it sit for a while before doing anything else? That's a good question. You know, I will build links to it, but publishing more and additional content, it depends on what it is that you're doing. Again, generally when I publish content for like a news site, we try to get it all done all at once, if that makes sense. Like all the top level pages and everything, we try to publish all of that within a matter of days, so that we're basically like, hello Google, here's what we do, here's all of our data, right? Then if we're going to start adding supporting content in the silo or when needed, then it's generally going to be after kind of the initial sandbox has occurred, right? That initial time period is over. So now once it's an established site, when you talk about Sandboxed by Google, that's usually a brand new website, and it's about a 90-day period. At least it was historically. I don't know if it's been extended or shortened, but in the past, it's always been around 90 days. Generally, once you're past that 90-day period, then you don't really have to suffer, experience that, except there is kind of a probationary period between significant changes, which is what I mentioned before. If you make significant structural changes, significant on-page changes, that let it sit for 3 weeks before you add or make any additional changes. But the initial kind of sandbox period, which is, again, historically, it's been about 90 days. Generally, what I will do there is publish all of the initial content first, the top level pages and everything. We do absolutely start building links to it immediately, as well as citations and whatever else. And then we're not going to wait 90 days to start publishing posts. If the client is paying for posts, we're going to start publishing posts right away. But, the point that I'm trying to make is, as long as you're not doing anything like super spammy, then you should be okay, right? Because Google's expecting new websites to publish content, not wait for 90 days before they publish content. So just think about, like, what do other website owners and company business owners do that aren't SEOs? Do they even know about the sandbox? No, they don't. Of course they don't. So do you think they wait for 90 days to start publishing supporting content? No. If they're going to be publishing content, they're just going to start publishing content. So you got to think about it that way. Like, in my opinion, no, don't wait. The only thing I say about waiting is if you are experiencing some sort of drop in rankings, potentially a penalty, and you go in and you try to figure out why, and you make a change, you can't just expect in 3 days, like, oh, I didn't see any movement, so I'm going to go in and make 18 more changes. Don't do that, because then you have no idea what worked and what didn't work. And you're always guessing. So it sucks, but you have to make one change and wait. Make another change and wait. Make another change and wait. And that's unfortunately, but that's Google did that intentionally, guys. It makes sense why they did it. So